So I saw this question in the ATM Entrepreneurs group and I decided to answer it with this video. A lot of people want to know what are the basic monthly costs for the ATM business. And the ultimate side hustle is to get 12 machines running in a year for a year or two. So that would be about one machine a month. So I'll include those initial costs in your initial monthly startup costs for an ATM business. And then we'll separate out basic ongoing monthly costs once you've got 12 or so up and running. As a startup, getting one machine a month up and running is not that difficult if you're working the business. When I say working the business, that means getting a box of 500 business cards and prospecting your butt off. If you have any business cards left after 60 days, you're not really working the business. Filling your prospect pipeline is the only way to really succeed unless you're working with a locator or buying location. It's work, but it's obtainable if you remain consistent and have a plan. So you're going to include equipment costs depending upon the model you get, but we're going to just say it's $2,500 a month for the machines for 2 years, and that will get you 24 machines in 2 years or so. And average places, it would get you close to, if not over, 6 figures of income annually. If you don't have the funds for one a month, set a goal for one every other month or every 3 months, but set a realistic goal and create a prospecting plan to achieve it. Other costs depend upon whether or not you do your own installs. So you'd need some tools. You can get equipped with Dolly and some basic tools for under $500. So there aren't ongoing monthly costs except for a few drill bits and some redhead anchors for each install. If you hire an installer each time, add $250 to $350 depending upon where the install is and how far the installer has to drive. Also, for extra protection, budget $100 or so for a surge protector or uninterruptible power supply. Don't forget you'll pay for gas and a car maintenance, which are normal business expenses, so keep track. So if your ATM averages 15 to 20, 30 miles away, factor that based upon your gas mileage and how many trips you're going to make and how often you're going to load it. The first few months of usage will help you determine how often and how much you're going to load. That will help you keep your monthly costs lower. Next, you'll have bank account fees unless you have an account that offers it free or your bank has specific balance requirements to get monthly fees reimbursed, and you keep that balance. I always recommend a wireless device so you own the communications, and the fee for that, depending upon your provider and the service offered, is going to vary, but ATMDepot offers wireless modems and the service for between $10 and $18 depending upon what you need and if it's leased or owned. I personally prefer leasing so there are no upfront modem costs, and if the modem has an issue or the technology changes, I'm covered and I get a free modem whenever there are issues. So that's your preference. I think of it as insurance. I also use alarms or vibration sensors depending upon whether the location has an alarm. A vibration sensor is a one-time fee, an alarm is a monthly fee when it's monitored. If the location doesn't have alarm, I always get one, and it could be a great place. Add the cost of an alarm with a camera and the monthly fee. But you can get ring monitoring from Amazon. It's about $200 a year, and you can get refurbished ring devices and add as many as you want for the same fee. You can put a camera facing the door, facing the ATM, plus a door sensor on the ATM, fascia panel, and the main door. Plus you can add glass break monitors and motion sensors if anybody tries to tamper with it. To summarize the ongoing costs, you'll have gas, maintenance, depending upon the number of locations you prospect and your monthly load. So I'd budget at least $100 to $200 a month for that. Plus your wireless costs, depending upon how many devices you have running, budget $18 a month. And if it's less, great. Alarm systems also depend upon the number of them operating, right? So budget $20 a month or $200 annually. Bank fees are often waived, but budget $15 a month. And if you save it, great. Then if you have a website or a business lead page, you're going to have web hosting fees and ongoing maintenance fees. Other costs can include fees from an ISO, depending upon your deal, but my firm doesn't charge you anything. So there you have it.